everyone and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. This one is a little bit later than usual, as in I'm starting the reading vlog on Thursday because I've been really busy at work, but I've now got the day off and I've got another 4 days off after today, so a 5-day weekend and it's going to be amazing. I've just been to get my hair cut. You can't really tell, it's a little bit shorter than it was before. I got like 2.5 inches cut off. Really happy with it. It's going to be a lot easier to manage. What I wanted to say or to announce is that today I'm going to be doing a 12-hour readathon, or like maybe 10 hours, whatever I did before I'm going to do again because my boyfriend is out drinking with friends and this time I don't have to go and pick him up, which will be nice, and I can just read and read and read. But first I need to make lunch because I am starving. I didn't get up until 10 o'clock and I didn't have breakfast because I went straight to get my hair cut. I don't have a TBR set up yet for this readathon, but I think what I'm going to do is finish the book that I'm currently reading, which I'll show you in a second, and then maybe move on to a fantasy series, maybe, that I could binge read, potentially, like I did last time when I read Three Dark Crowns, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated. I'm really excited for this and I'm feeling wide awake and energetic, apart from being starving. So I'm going to have lunch now and then I'll let you know what my TBR is and also give you a wrap up of what I've been reading this past week because I haven't vlogged anything since my last reading vlog. So I need to catch you guys up. Okay, so I have eaten and I have picked out my TBR for this readathon that I'm doing. And I'm starting really late actually, it's now 1:30 in the afternoon. But whatever, it's a chilled out readathon. Before I show you that, I just wanted to tell you what I've been reading this past week. The first book I finished was Out of the Blue, which I mentioned in my last reading vlog. It's about the beings that fall from the sky. I finished that at the beginning of the week and I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said in my last video, I was surprised because I don't normally love angel paranormal books, but this one was more low-key. It was more of a contemporary with angels thrown in rather than a paranormal book, and I really enjoyed it and I would recommend reading it. It came out in the UK a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure when it was released in the US or if it has been already, but it's definitely coming out in the US at some point, so check it out if you can. And then I've also been reading Mother for like ever. I'm liking it, but I'm not in love with it. It's intriguing. I think that's the reason why I'm enjoying it, because I want to know why this mother is so bad, because on the back it says that she's awful. So I'm going to carry on reading this, and this is going to be my first book for the readathon. I'm probably going to power through it, although it has taken me 4 days to read 60 pages. It's because I haven't actually had time to read, so I'm going to power through. It's an easy read. I don't know if it's going to get darker as it goes on, but I hope so because that would be interesting. I've also picked out another physical book, and that is The Violent Century, which was on my TBR last month. It was on my TBR at some point, and this is an alternate history about Hitler winning World War II. Don't ask me what books are about because I have no clue. And then I've picked out 3 ebooks that I need to get to because they're review copies and I should, really try to read them. So the first one was, what was it? Heart of Iron, which I believe is a sci-fi, and this has been getting so many good reviews. It's not the most popular book or release from this year because it came out in February, but people who have read it have absolutely loved it. The second one is The Queen's Rising, which also came out in February on the same day as Heart of Iron, or around the same time, and this is a fantasy book and I know nothing else about it. It's about a queen, I imagine. And lastly, there is Devils Unto Dust, which I think is a horror sci-fi western thing. Again, don't ask me what books are about because I don't read synopses. I just like look at the genre and then decide if I want to give it a go based on the genre, the cover, the character names, and I don't know, like how many people are talking about it, because I don't like going into books knowing what's going to happen. Sometimes they talk about stuff that happens like 3/4 of the way through the book and then you're like, why would you mention that in the blurb? You've just given away the entire story, and that usually means that the plot is very basic, but at the same time, like, I'd rather not know. I'm obviously not expecting to get to all of these. I'm not even expecting to finish 2, but it's good to have options, and I think I'm probably going to be in a sci-fi fantasy mood after I finish Mother, so I might not get to The Violent Century at that point. Who knows? But I'm really looking forward to doing some reading today because it's nice to have the day off. I'll get back to you once I've read something, and like I said, it's 1:45 now, so I'll give you another update in a bit and let you know how many pages I've read, and hopefully this readathon goes well. So the readathon is going marvellously. It's now an hour later. It's almost 3 o'clock and I've read over 200 pages of Mother in total. So 140 pages today, obviously. Maths. This is getting quite intense now. The mother is actually quite creepy, and she's very manipulative and controlling and a liar, and I'm not really sure what her diagnosis or mental health would be. I'm not sure what the label would be. The book hasn't said, but she controls everyone around her, and she is lying about her children and to her children, and she's being very emotionally and mentally abusive, at least from the perspectives that I'm reading. So that's really interesting. It's not the best book, and I'm not loving it, but I am really enjoying it. It's very intriguing, and I'm definitely going to finish it soon, as in like in the next couple of hours, because I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes and what the outcome is going to be. I can tell already that it's not going to be my favourite book ever, but it's a decent read, and obviously I'm reading it quite quickly. So then after that, I'll be able to pick or decide what kind of mood I'm going to be in. Hey everyone, it is currently 4:30 in the afternoon/evening, and I finished the first book for the readathon a little while ago, about 45 minutes ago. That was obviously Mother. I didn't love it. It was okay. The ending wasn't all that surprising, but I didn't guess the ending either. Like, it kind of made sense, and it didn't shock me at all. But at least I didn't see that ending coming, so that was good. I wouldn't really recommend this for fans of psychological thrillers, because it's really not the best one I've ever read, and if you read a lot of them, then I doubt this will be a favourite of yours. But you know, if you like the sound of it, then by all means give it a go. So I wasn't sure what I should read next, so I did a Twitter poll, and I asked people, I gave everyone half an hour to tell me what to read, because I honestly had no clue, and you guys picked Heart of Iron, the sci-fi one that I was talking about. This, I love this cover, by the way. I don't actually, oh, there's me, hey. I don't actually know what that is. Some sort of spaceship, maybe? I'm not sure. But it's sci-fi, and that is something that I was in the mood for. So I'm gonna try and read this and maybe finish it today. I'm not sure how long it is. I haven't actually looked into the synopsis or the page count or anything. I'm actually getting a little bit tired already, which isn't a good sign for a readathon. And my flat is freezing, so that's not good, but I'm going to maybe have a coffee and some water, because I think I'm dehydrated, and then I'm going to get reading. So I am 11% of the way into Heart of Iron, and I've just remembered that I think this is the book that is meant to be Anastasia in space, and I completely forgot about that when I first picked it up. But I think this is the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could potentially be wrong. The main character is called Anna, and she's presumably related to the Grand Duchess, because the Grand Duchess's great-granddaughter, went missing or was supposed to have died in a fire. So it's basically Anastasia in space. Yeah, not much has happened yet, but the book did like throw me into the middle of everything, and the world building was kind of almost info dumpy, but not quite. So at least it wasn't entirely bad, but I think I'm going to have to read a little bit more to actually get into it, because not much has been, everything's been explained, but we haven't really had much backstory for the characters. We're just like, I've just been told that this character does this one does this one's a crown prince, this one, not actually a crown prince, but you get my drift. My Kindle says that I've got 2 hours left of it, but it's been saying that for the past 11% of the book. So I've got a little bit of ways to go. Clearly, I need coffee because I'm falling asleep and it's only 6 o'clock in the evening, but I haven't had a proper coffee today, so that would be why. So I think I'm going to read a little bit more and then break for dinner and maybe have a shower to wake myself up, and then I'll carry on reading the book. It's not a bad book by any means, like I said, it's just kind of just thrown me in there, so I need a bit longer to properly get into it, I think. I'm really excited for the Anastasia storyline, and if the love interest is anything like Dimitri in the cartoon film, then I will be very, very happy, because he was my first crush, one of my first like cartoon crushes from when I was younger. Robin Hood was another one. But anyway, I'll get back to you once I've read some more. I'm now 37% of the way through the book, and I'm enjoying it a little bit more than I was in the beginning. It's still not amazing and it's not all that captivating, but it is a really easy read. I'm enjoying the space stuff, And that's pretty much all I've got to say about it, really. I'm not all that keen on the romances. There's kissing at 37%, which I never like. The characters have known each other for like not that long at all. And I think if we get any like I love yous, then I'm going to kind of be quite annoyed. What is nice though is the LGBT representation. The captain of Anna's ship is gay, I assume, or bisexual, or I don't know, she's not straight. She's married to a woman, and 2 of the main characters also are gay or bisexual, or in any case, they're 2 guys and they're not in love with each other. That's way too strong. They're kissing at the moment, basically. So yeah, so that's good. The twists aren't all that great. I'm not loving the plot, but maybe it will pick up and maybe the ending will surprise me. We'll see. Guys, I have done something really stupid. I took a break to eat and have a shower, and then I don't know what came over me, but this has happened. And now I've got the whole Sims 2 collection installed on my laptop, and I'm about to make a Legacy Founder. Hi everyone, it's the end of the readathon and I finished Heart of Iron. It wasn't a good book, to be honest. I have a lot of like negative things to say about it. It just wasn't very good. The characters weren't well developed. There was a lot of kissing in the first half, which There was a lot of kissing in the first half, which I'm never a fan of. I prefer slow burn. I did enjoy the LGBT representation. That was good. And I kind of liked the other love story. I would definitely have liked it if it had been a bit slower to build up. It's just everything was a bit rushed and the plot was very generic and it wasn't really anything new. It's probably because I read so much, like other people might enjoy it. But that goes for every book that I read. Like other people might enjoy it. It's not really like, you know, down to me to say what you will or won't enjoy. So if you think you'd enjoy it, pick it up, because a lot of people have loved it. It's just, I didn't think it was a very original science fiction. So anyway, enough rambling. I am done with my readathon. It's actually now Tuesday. I'm actually a massive faker and didn't wrap up the readathon when I should have. So I'm about to start another vlog for this coming week. I've just been really busy. Easter was insane. I had so much family stuff to do. That's why you're getting the vlog now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you all next week. Bye.